Alright guys, so fuck, it's been a long time. Sorry about that. Yeah, kind of hope you missed me a little bit. So I'm just thought I'd just record this while I'm doing a bottling. This is of you can't see through, I don't know. So this is my Ursus Arctis version 2. Version 2 is a lot better than version 1, that's for sure. So smells a lot better, tastes a lot better, and looks a lot better too. I don't know if I should be giving you some notes or... yeah, fuck it, why not? So it's malty on the nose, a little bit of citrus, came in a bit stronger than I had hoped, attenuated better than like anything I've had. I think it was 94% or something. And this was with, so I put this onto the yeast cake of the Ursus Arctis version 1 and it just went off like a rocket. So bit out of the style, it's come in at 6.5%. I was aiming for between 5.2 and 5.5, which was still a little bit out of style, but yeah, 6.5. So yeah, malt and just huge malt and citrus on the top, like a little bit of coffee, no alcohol, which is good. So cheers. Not as full bodied as I wanted, and that malt is dying out a little bit. And I think that's possibly because the dry hops are coming through, so there's...
And that's Monday for us. We're out here on the sound.
So there's a bit of citrus.
Your Monday was good, you know, a bit of a shake to start on Mondays, aren't they?
Yeah, can be.
I woke about 2:45 this morning and stayed awake till my alarm went off.
Oh, really?
So,
Bit of mango.
Terrible.
Bit of mango coming through. Mango or stone fruit? Mango or stone fruit? Probably stone fruit, I think, more. Yeah, so that's that. So while I carry on bottling, I'll show some footage of what's been some other stuff that I meant to put into some videos over the last couple of weeks, but haven't got a chance to. So I think the first one will be yeah, some beer mail that I got, and then I will, yeah, and then I'll come back and talk about the next one. Just so here's the box that arrived from Rookie Brewery. So here we have the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, and this is a brown draft kit. So a sixed up brown draft kit. I might as well leave that out. So this one here is it's either an apple cider or a lager. So I might even put that in the fridge for tonight. And here is the wild brown ale. Yeah, can't really read it through the thing. So yeah, thanks Zane. I'll have to put together a package for you. I've been meaning to send some out to a few people since last year, so I'll try to get onto that next week and send those out, because it's been long overdue and I'm drinking the beers that I tell them that I'd drink, that I'd send. Alright, cheers everyone. Alright, so that was yeah, so just some thanks to Zane for the beer mail. And you'll see in the next clip, which is of my last brew day, that yeah, I've tried some of them and they so far so good. So this was the footage next is brew day of just a pale ale with a little bit of Citra for the first wort hop, and then the rest is Mosaic. and so that finished in about 3 days, and again attenuated to 90%. So it's come in as a 5.5% beer. I was aiming for just under 5. So it went from 1046 down to 1004, using the M77 or the MO7 dry yeast from Mangrove Jack's, which is a British ale. So it's tasting pretty damn good. Just waiting for the yeast to clean itself, and also I've got about a litre left in the keg, so that'll go into the keg after that keg has been kicked. So yeah, I'll show you. I'll skip to that footage now. Alright guys, so just waiting for the HRD to come up to temperature, so thought I would have a sip on the first the first beer mail I've got actually. So I got this is Rookie Brew, and it is apple cider, or Brigalow apple cider, or Cooper's Lager. So opening this, I was expecting one of the other, but I was kind of hoping that it was the cider. I haven't had a homebrew cider. I wanted to see what it's like. So, well, I have had homebrew cider, some homebrew cider that I've made myself, or my partner's made, but not an apple cider. So, and as you can see, so that label that you can see through there is on the other side of the glass, so it is crystal clear. There are bubbles streaming up to the top. There you go, you can see. So it's a beautiful looking cider, crystal clear. So, smell, or aroma, sorry. So aroma is apple cider. It is cider. Quite heavily apple, like a little bit of a Granny Smith, I guess. But it's good. So we're going for a taste. I'm dying for this. Yep, so you can taste Granny Smith on there. I'm wondering if this was the one that he did with, confirm the stain or let me know. I think you added apple skins to this one, if I'm correct. Possibly. Anyway, it's damn tasty. Yeah. Very nice. So I'm just going to, the temperature's just coming up, so we're a couple of degrees off Darwin temperature, and yeah, so I'm doing a like a mosaic, just a mosaic pale ale. So it's well, it's a little bit British, I guess. So it's using up the pale malt and the Maris Otter that I had left over. So it's 2.16 kilos of pale malt and 1.76 kilos of Maris Otter, with some light crystal and some carapils. And I am doing a first wort addition of some Citra, and then the rest is just mosaic, so 20, 10 and flame out of mosaic. And I'm using the Mangrove Jack's M77, the British ale anyway. So yeah, hopefully it should be good. It should, so I'm aiming for a 4.8% beer, so just a nice session ale, and yeah, so hopefully it should come out alright. And yeah, so I will just mash in and show you that once I've doughed in, doughed in, and then come back for the boil. Cheers. So just boil off in here. So the mash went quite well, and yeah, so doing quite a few litres here after watching Tony's video, and he was talking about in the malts book that he's reading about that the vorloffing also helps filter out the proteins as well. So doing an extra bit of a vorloff just to hopefully build a better filter bed than I have been. But yeah, so far so good. So to me that's looking pretty damn good. When it focuses, yes. So happy about that, definitely. So I'll come back when yeah, later on, probably towards the start of the boil. Alright, so I am actually still vorloffing. Well, guess no. So this will be the last one, and so from here I'm just going to let that go into the boil kettle, and we'll just pour that over the top, keeping with the old tinfoil as the rough sparge, and so I'll let that carry on going into here, into the boil kettle, and while that's doing it I'll add my, so this is the first wort hops Citra. So that's 10 grams of Citra. Cheers. So, we'll just focus again. So we're like 2 degrees off hot break or something like that, and it's looking and smelling pretty damn good. So this is the first actual boil with the 3 kilowatt element. There I go with the album again. So this is the first actual boil with the 3 kilowatt element, and it appears to be doing a much better job, which is fantastic. So yeah, I guess I'll come back when we've hit a hot break. There we go, so that's a nice rolling boil there. Quite nice and vigorous, happy with that. So I'll wait for all that protein and everything to disappear, and then I'll start the boil. Alright guys, so got another beer here that I'm tasting. So this is another one from Zane at Rookie Brew, and this is, I'll just read out what he's written on the bottle. So it is a Brewtech Brown Draft Kit, cold steeped chocolate, roasted barley, and Gladiator hop and a Gladiator hop tea, and dry hopped with Amarillo hops. It's a low ABV, says it's getting around 3%. So we'll give it a try. So I have had a sip already. So yeah, anyway. So I wouldn't say I'm getting a lot of Amarillo, but I'm getting like a nice balance between the Amarillo and the chocolate on the nose. Don't know what Gladiator is like, so couldn't comment on that at all. Probably not the best glass for it either, but yeah, chocolate and like a bit of citrus. Mostly chocolate. Anyway, so we'll go on for the flavour, eh? It's really good. Yeah, be interested to know have a look at that Gladiator to see what it's like. You can taste the chocolate. Sorry, fly into me here. Yeah, chocolate and like a bit of pine. It's good. Thanks. Cheers. Alright, so 20-minute hop drop, and this is some Mosaic. Woo! Cool. Be back in 15. So 15 minutes, just yeast nutrient and a will flock. Steam. I have to say, more steam. So this 3 kilowatt element, I have to say, is much better than before. Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, so I've had to change my phone so you can't see anything, but it's the end of the boil. Turn the element off and adding just the last, so that's an ounce of, or 28 grams plus a little bit of Mosaic for the flame out, and I'm going to do like a little bit of a whirlpool and stir that in for a couple of minutes, and then I will start the wort chiller. Hey guys, so this is the night of the rest of the stuff that I've recorded. Just doing a bit of a round off as I clean up the barrels. So I ended up with 12, 15, 18, 20 bottles of the Ursus Arctis. Yeah, so hopefully that'll condition up quite nicely. And I'm just sipping on my Pilsner Ale. As you can see, it's getting to the end of the keg. I can't wait for it to finish, to be honest, because I've got something nice to be going into it. So yeah, my next brews, I will tell you, and this one might be a couple of weeks off. And so I'll be doing another epic clone, since it seems to be a household staple. Everyone seems to love it, and it goes bloody fast. The next one, and it might even be a double brew day, will be a wheat beer, a hoppy wheat, but on an interesting, hold on. So I've done a couple of purchases, one of them being the fact that I haven't been able to find a fridge for temperature controller that I am happy with. So what I have purchased is a water cooling unit, radiator kind of thing, for a computer. So it'll fit into my fermentation chamber thing, and it'll sit up the top, and the fan will blow through it, and hopefully that'll cool things down, and I'll have it so that it's circulating. So it's just cooling the air that's in there, and then it'll have like a little thing that's up the top. Yeah, so I'll have to see exactly what it's like once it arrives, but I think that should do the trick. And it's just on like a little 12-volt computer fan. So it won't be any good for lagering, but it'll be good for keeping the temperature down for ales, and it might help get it down to a point during winter, or when it gets colder, to be able to do lagers as well. And that's all I kind of want. I don't necessarily need a temperature controlled fridge to do, you know, that cold crashing or anything like that, because anything that I cold crash, it just goes into the keg and into Leonard and cold crashes in there, and I'm happy with that. So yeah, so I might have mentioned him a few times in this video, but so cheers to Rookie Brew. I'll have to organise something to send down to you, and yeah, I'll be trying to send out this week some beers that I've promised probably 5 months ago, and so finally get around to that. So cheers everyone, and yeah, cheers.